I'm Crazy Cat.
And I'm Crazy Lady.
And you're watching our Crazy Creations.
We are playing Creativerse, which you can access through Steam. It is a free game. It is similar to Minecraft, but different.
Yeah, it's quite a bit different, actually. Creatures really aren't all that boxy, and finding diamond is a heck of a lot easier on Creativerse than on Minecraft.
Heck yeah. We want to give a shout out to Puzzle Solver. Hi!
Our first subscriber, thank you very much. Okay. And we did a little bit while we wow, that just did not come together at all. We worked on our little little place for a little bit, and Crazy Lady's gonna show you all the stuff that we
did while offline.
Offline.
If I can make it through the doorways here without smacking into the middle of them. I'm doing good.
Yeah.
We're just testing the structural integrity, don't worry about it.
Yeah, right?
Oh. And this crazy thing is about Creativerse right now, it's early access, and our animals keep popping up everywhere.
They are seriously glitching, and it's getting a little frustrating, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's alright. It's early access. We understand. I mean, they're glitching on top of the roof, and behind the barn, in front of the barn, all over the place. It's ridiculous.
They're just going crazy. I do look forward to them being able to fix the animal glitches or the pet glitches. What would be kind of cool if they could, I don't know if this is in the works or not, since it is early access game, it would be cool to see if they add a little weather to the environment.
Oh, yeah.
That would be cool.
That would be awesome. Totally forgot about that. Ooh, I got Troghorn. Woohoo!
There we have a Hotfoot. That is one of Crazy Cat's pets. Yeah, these two, this Dust Devil and the Pigsy here, are mine, and they were in the barn. That's over there, and they're over here now.
Oh, and there's also another glitch. Whenever you, like, go down into the lava layer for the first time and come back up to the surface, like, Hotfoots will start spawning on the surface, or, like, in the corruption layer, you'll get corrupted Chizards all over the place.
Oh, what's fun is when the thing spawns up there, and they're so hard.
Oh yeah, and then spawn kills you pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just fun.
Yes and no. You know, it's a challenge. But here's a lot of our critters, and this is the barn that we'd finished. And hopefully I'm not making you dizzy. We had planned to put him on 2 layers here. We made it rather, tall enough, big enough for the 2 layers. Okay. We have 3 pets up here that are not anywhere in their stalls. They just go wherever the heck they want to. So we tried to keep them on the main floor, thinking maybe they would glitch less. Well, that didn't work.
And Crazy Lady also had this idea that we should make little habitated areas for them. Like for the Shrew, having like a savanna, and the Hotfoot, the lava, and etc. And, well, that didn't make them stay any more or less than they already have. But, for some reason, this Chizard hasn't moved ever since. So, that works out.
And we did an add-on to the barn. We'll probably add on more.
Since we have so
many critters, and actually need quite a few more Pigsy to fertilize our I guess you could call it garden or farm or whatever.
Oh, show them the slide.
Oh, yes, and we did have a little fun. Crazy Cat had a problem with ice melting in the habitat right away. So I came up with this idea, like, to put ice in you put it in the processor and you get ice slope. And I'm like, oh, hey, let's make a Woohoo! Slide.
And for some reason, if you put snow underneath ice out of a snow biome, it will not melt. If it's just all by itself, the ice is all by itself, it'll just melt into water. And when you're in a snow biome and you take ice off of the ocean, it doesn't refreeze. So we're also kind of wondering if maybe that could be a thing. If water could refreeze inside of a snow biome. Just the thing kind of to think about since normal ice melts.
One of our plans is to hopefully maybe make this a little bit bigger and have more fun with it.
Oh, turn around and show them where we're planning to put it.
Where are we planning to put it?
On top of that peak over there. The tallest one.
Oh, well that's a lot of ice.
Or at least somewhere up there. I mean...
That's a lot of ice.
Well, planning...
Oh, yeah, darn it, you guys missed it when our barn caught on fire.
Oh. Yeah, we found this thing on the internet that can give you a infinite amount of coal and diamond. And kudos to the guy who found it out, or whoever.
You don't remember his name?
No.
Darn it, it was awesome that we found it. And thank you so much, sir, to who you make a little pattern on the floor or ground or whatever. Here, I'll show you. We had started it right about here, and
Just
used
go up to
firebomb and ice bomb to do it, and it was about 8 blocks in the air, and I threw the ice bomb, and the tar turned into coal, and then I threw the fire bomb, and the coal turned into diamond, and caught the barn on fire.
So we kind of panicked there for a little bit because we worked so freaking hard to build that barn, and we just didn't know how fast it would burn.
So, if you ever use a fire bomb, don't use it near wood.
No.
Otherwise it's gonna go bye-bye.
Courtesy...
Lesson learned the hard way.
Curious Key was the one who we found it from.
Yes. Thank you so much for that little tidbit of information. That is so awesome. Very helpful. So now you can put... Here, I'll show you.
Yeah, there is a template that you need to use to get the maximum amount of coal or diamond out of the tar, because it spreads out in a certain way.
Yeah. Well, I won't do that. Somebody left my front door open again. They were born in a barn.
It wasn't me.
I don't know who it was. I come into the game and it'll be open. I know I shut it, so it's like,
oh, well, we come into the game anyways, and the birds are all over the place, and yeah.
Okay, where did I put my tar again?
Oh. I don't have a bell.
Aha! Here's my tar. Okay. So.
And we need to show you guys the graveyard and the bridge and the roads and the street lamps and all that good stuff.
I'm not going to do the firebomb and the ice bomb because, what was his name again? I'm sorry.
Curious Key.
Curious Key already did all that, but I will show you water, tar, molasses. They can be infinite. And I will explain and show how here in a minute. In an area where you can see it better. Like on stone. So, you, I'm going to change my... Is it obsidian for the tar, or was it the iron for tar?
I think it's obsidian.
I'll do iron, just to be safe. So, you place down a tar, and you wait for it to start to spread. And then as it spreads, you suck it up. Not the stone, preferably, like I just did. And that is how tar and water and molasses is infinite. You have an infinite supply.
Ah, and they have a new update. Water is no longer your sanctuary. The animals can follow you in it.
So, and then, since it is a liquid and it is infinite, and we have a Miru going crazy and bouncing everywhere.
When have they not been crazy?
There's a pattern that Curious Key had developed or found out. It's kind of like a chessboard, how the knights move on the chessboard.
Which kind of didn't make sense to me at first.
Jumpy, 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 jumpy. So we put blue carpet down in the pattern here.
It's kind of odd. Just looking at you.
You set tar on each of the blue carpet. And then you go, you have a set of blocks about 8 high. You go about 8 high, you jump and you set them down. And you throw your ice bomb for your tar to turn into coal. And then you throw your fire bomb to turn your coal into diamond. And it's really neat. Really nice.
Crazy lady, you look like a shadow warrior from my point of view.
Whoa.
Where your skin is, it's just all black. You look like a shadow warrior. It looks so freaky.
Okie dokie. Wow. Cool.
I know. It looks awesome.
Cool. Peekaboo.
Yeah, right.
So
I am your doom. We haven't done any more expansion onto our jumpy board, our goo, whatever you want to call that. I don't know. Woohoo!
Are you crazy?
Yep.
Oh, Lord have mercy, you are nuts. Not doing it. No.
That was fun.
Yeah, okay, enjoy.
What?
Said you guys had a fun time in the corruption lair.
Oh, yeah. We went down to the corruption lair and we just kept dying because I don't know if...
They kick your butt!
The things.
That's why.
There is a creature in the corruption lair and its name is literally Thing. Because it's got like this pixie in its chest and it's got the Miru eye for its top head and it's got like 4 or 6 set of arms for feet and hands and it just looks really weird. And it hits really hard and it has a lot of HP.
So, and that you're hearing is the plants growing. So
that's the bridge that I made.
I'm getting there. Ow!
Careful.
That hurted. This is the path, and then these are the lights. And then we go down to the bridge. She made the bridge. I didn't. But it's really cool.
And we can't forget. And we cannot forget the.
Really neat.
We mustn't forget the graveyard.
I'll get there. I'm just showing off the bridge.
Yeah. I thought it would look a little bit more authentic if it had that arch in the middle of it, like bridges usually do.
Jumpy, 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 jumpy. And then she put the path around the tree. It was kind of cool.
And then it slowly starts to form into the creepy, more or less taken care of, dilapidated road.
I don't know. I think Mossy cobblestone looks pretty cool. But...
Well, not dilapidated, but older.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to. But anyway.
It's kind of hard to put it into words.
Well, it's just there's not really a path or a floor really that looks, old.
Yeah, and we
can't actually go along and it. Well, while we're here, I'll just add 3 of my death stones from the corruption layer.
Yeah, and we decided to put the make it kind of look like the fence isn't finished with the iron bars and the stone fence to, kind of make it look a bit rustic. And we have the rocky dirt, so it looks like it's freshly upturned graves and dug graves and older graves and all that kind of stuff. And we're also planning to, in later episodes, have a mausoleum and a tomb or catacombs connected to it. Kind of like the ones you see in World of Warcraft or something. But creative version. Version.
Our version via Creativerse.
Yeah, that thing.
So, yeah.
We can take the teleporter back.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. She has a teleporter in her house to the graveyard. Zoom.
Yep. And if anybody would like to know if you guys play Creativerse and want to know the rare recipes for blocks that you get from chests, we have written what we know down, and we'll put them in the comments below, in the description below, for you guys to see. But sooner or later, hopefully,
I just shut the door in my own face.
Hopefully we'll get down to the corruption layer for you guys to see. Hopefully. Oh. Crazy lady. We gotta show them what it looks like for a trog shower. Or, no, we already did that. Duh.
Yeah, I think we did show them.
La 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 la. Oh, and another thing that they also updated is when you give an animal their favorite food, they have an animation of eating, which is really cool.
Yesterday when I fed the critters, the animation didn't show. I was rather disappointed, so I don't know if it was just...
Well,
See, there's my front door open again.
Huh.
The boogeyman did it.
Apparently. And my thingy is gone.
Darn door, I swear it needs to be like 10 wide so I can at least make it on the board. Shiminy crickets.
It was just ridiculous how many times we died in the corruption layer. It was crazy.
A bit frustrating.
Eh.
Especially when you have a diamond mining cell and all this other hard to get stuff, and then it just it's sitting there surrounded by the thing and corrupted pigsies, corrupted. What are the birds called again?
The chizards.
Thank you. Brain cramp. Yay.
Oh, and it's also freaky when you die in the corruption layer and you have found a rare recipe off of a thing and you think that you've lost it.
Such as the super extractor.
Yes, the super extractor. The super extractor is pretty cool. It doubles... Is it double or triple the output?
Well,
because
I used an advanced extractor on some lumite, and I got 4.
When I used...
Excuse me, and then I used the super extractor, and I got 8.
You got 8? I got 6.
I think I got 8.
I got 6. Oh.
I'm not sure. Now you got me second guessing myself. So.
But I think if you use a super extractor on coal, you might get like 30.
Holy smokes!
You probably get like 36 or
12 from an advanced, so
36 or 24.
24 if it doubles it.
I'm not exactly sure. It changes. It changes with coal and obsidian are the same, and iron and diamond are relatively the same, and then lumite is in its own category.
It's like you get 2 less of lumite than you would iron or diamond.
Yeah.
And you get 6 of those.
It's a bit confusing. We'd have to show you in order for it actually to make sense. But yeah. And there's also splashing animations. Oh! Which is, I don't know, a little cool. Yeah.
We discovered some more recipes. Whoa, no you don't, you stay put. More recipes for the food as well. Not only is it just to feed your critters, but there's also benefits to you as a player for your character. Like some things, like bog bread will give you 50% resistance to poison.
And Chizzard
100 or 150 to health.
And Chizzard noodle soup will give you no fall damage, which is very handy.
Which is kind of hard to make too because I don't know. I don't enjoy going out and always killing critters. I'm more of feed them and get them that way type.
Crazy Lady is more of a passive farmer.
I'm a softie.
She's a passive farmer where I'm the adventurer who doesn't mind going out killing for resources.
I adventure. I just, I don't know. I'm a softie.
Yeah, you are. Every time I go out to farm resources from animals, she's like, "Why are you killing them? Just train them." And I'm like, "It's so much slower than." But they always respawn.
Well, I guess I just.
But the thing is that warm worms don't really respawn. Yeah, warm worms don't respawn. So if you find those critters, you might as well just train those puppies because unless you mine a lot in the lava layer, good luck finding a few. If you're just killing them all the time.
Well, I had, on another world, where they were spawning in different areas in a mine, and I was like, they seem to be plentiful, but here, not so much.
I have never had a warm worm spawn where I've been before.
They've spawned in different spots.
Well, I meant like reoccurring spawning, like Miru and, Pinsies and stuff.
Yeah, I have.
I haven't. I've never had that happen to me before.
Booger bottom. I'm one short. Seriously?
And it would also be cool if they had like the warm worms somewhat mobile, like have like a digging animation when you want them to follow you or something like that, because they're a worm. They dig underground. That would be kind of cool.
It would be neat if they were a little more mobile.
Yeah.
Because you have to constantly go back to your mine again and feed them, and then you get the stuff off of them, and then you have to wash them, and so you have to keep going back. So I guess you could do it quickly by setting up a teleporter. I mean, instead of whining and moaning about it like I am. But it's not that bad. It's just.
I'm just saying it'd be really cool if they had a digging animation. Like how a mole will have upturned dirt as it digs. Have like upturned dirt as the warm worm comes towards you and just pops out, rah, 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 attacks you or something like that.
You mean fries you and bites you?
Well, that's its attack, so.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I haven't quite figured out the hot foot. If it headbutts you or what. It's hard to figure out that animation as to what it's doing besides obviously frying you.
Well, it's kind of like how a praying mantis or like a spider, how it opens up its
jumps
pinchers.
At you kind of, and it looks like it headbutts you because it doesn't really.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of like
it's using the little teeth on the side.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like doing what a snake does. It kind of leans back, and then doing the snake thing with its little pinchers on its side of its mouth. And then it also fries you. But
it's just interesting.
And when you get fried, your whole entire screen doesn't go red. Just the bottom area is getting all. It has the fire. You can see. Where before you just have all this red stuff and fire on your whole entire screen, where you wouldn't be able to see anything.
So this is my garden, I guess, or a farm, or whatever you want to call it. I call it a garden. It's a good-sized garden because it takes a lot of lettuce, especially a lot of wheat. The wheat is used in the bread and in the pie, and not so much the soup, but yeah, it's used a lot.
It is used quite frequently. I mean,
so that's why
having a farm or a garden or whatever, you just need a lot of vegetables or just a lot of vegetables just to cook. It's pretty crazy. You need like 4 lettuce to make a soup or a sandwich or something like that. But this game is not reality, so.
And obviously, I don't know how to count because now I have 10 extra lettuce seeds, and I was 1 short on my wheat. I'm doing good.
Congratulations. Ooh, excuse me. Are we gonna go down to the corruption layer, or?
Well, I think we need to pause here and start again.
Alright.
So we will be back shortly.
See you later.